Hello everybody and welcome to League of Legends Season 11. This is gonna be obviously it's a replay, but it's gonna be a gameplay analysis video. I have two games for you, and I wasn't gonna record this, but considering what happened,
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
you'll have to see. Like, first game is a complete slaughter, and the second is a major comeback. Like, I fall behind in the second game real early. You have no idea. So, this first game is about Udyr, and I'm testing out a build on Udyr, which is gonna be Shield Bow first, as a mythic. Now you might be wondering, why exactly am I going Shield Bow on Udyr? Well,
Minions have spawned.
you'll just have to see. I'm just gonna speed it up. Like, Shield Bow is a really strong item. Also, by the way, let me just go back a little bit. So if you're a jungler, you wanna be doing this all the time. See how I'm pulling the golem with me? This is speeding up your jungle clear time by a lot. Also, it's good to do this on all the camps. Grump is a little bit weird because he's ranged, but yeah, anyway, you're gonna be doing this on all camps. Like, the better you manage this, the faster you're gonna be clearing. Especially if you have no AoE, like Tiger Stance Udyr. But even with AoE junglers, like, for example, I'm trying to think of an AoE jungler, but I mean, Amumu maybe. Even with Amumu, you wanna be pulling the camps, because, well, it's generally faster, because you're gonna be getting to your next camp faster, so you're gonna be finishing your jungle clear faster, and you get the gank faster, so yeah. Also, if you don't get the gank, you just counter gank or double crab faster, which is generally a good idea.
First blood.
So I'm gonna probably try and go in his jungle right now. I don't really know. Oh, actually, I'm gonna tower dive here, I think. Yeah, so this is gonna be a tower dive. So that was a level 3 tower dive, and you'll see what happens here. Like, you would expect we would both die, right? Nope. That's not what is happening. That's not what is happening at all. Alrighty then, let's speed it up. I think it's a double crab. I don't know for sure, I don't actually remember. So these games were played like yesterday, I think. I'm recording this the day after. Like, I was thinking on what to actually do for a video. And yeah, considering I should be doing more League content, I guess I just went ahead and recorded some gameplay analysis. If you're a jungler, make sure to watch this until the end. Even if you're not a jungler and you're just trying to learn, make sure you watch till the end. You're probably gonna learn something. Also, make sure to not overcommit when you gank. Like you saw on mid just now, I was trying to gank Silas, he backed off. I could've overcommitted with Annie there, but I decided against it because he can easily turn. Because not only does Silas have a lot of burst, but also he has a stun and a heal, also an execute if he really has to. I think his W, which is both his healing and some form of an execute ability, has an execute. I don't really know if it's an execute though. Anyway, I'm gonna feed this Drax like crazy this game. Like, you have no idea how fat he's gonna get. Like, normally, Sion would just... Like, there's no doubt about it, Sion would fuck Jax up. Heavily. Like, a good Sion will fuck Jax up. Early. And Jax has no way of coming back after that. I've seen it happen a lot of times. Which is why I didn't actually record anything league-based. Like, I had Jax versus Sion in a lot of my games, and Jax just straight up loses. So I'm gonna be clearing here, and I'm probably gonna be heading towards Drake. Actually, I'm gonna spot Warwick here because it's a ward. So he's walking over a ward. He's gonna go bot side. Immediately, I just try to counter. So, as a jungler, you wanna try and counter ganks as much as possible. Even though I don't really do anything, like my presence alone is kinda countering Warwick's gank. Also, it forces them to back off because, well, I'm healthy and I can probably 1v3 them. Considering how healthy I am as an Udyr. Not to mention I got this, which helps a lot early. Also my bot lane is about to freaking die. Yup. Now let me just go back on Udyr. So I started Drake. I didn't actually see this Warwick. And that's unfortunate because he's gonna be stealing my Drake. So I have no vision in the pit right now. Which is really bad. And now that I think about it, yeah. I should've just went for some vision in this pit right now. I try to fight him. Unfortunately, their bot lane collapses. And I'm forced to back off, even though Annie tried to help. So I'm gonna be going straight back to jungle clearing. Now Warwick tried something here, I didn't actually see it. Actually I think I did, because this kind of spotted him. Anyway, I completely ignored wolves, and I don't know why. I just didn't notice wolves, I guess, because I was kind of scared of Warwick collapsing on me. So I just went straight for red buff. Like, this is good. It's also a learning experience for me, because I get to see what I did bad. So I'm just gonna straight up go to top lane at this point. Even though Jax kinda has this, I just catch Silas here. And he almost died for it. There's also Warwick, and I think I'm gonna try something? Maybe? Maybe not. Like, I don't actually remember half the stuff that happened in these games. All I know is one's a complete slaughter, and the others just... like, it's a really solid comeback. So, I had to play Udyr a couple of games. I didn't actually want to play Udyr because, well, for starters, Udyr is really strong in Season 11. Like, these items are just really strong on him. AP or AD, like, he's really strong in both right now. And considering the games and pretty much on your first power spike, because how the items are made, like, a single item is 3,300 gold. That's a mythic, by the way. That single item should probably cost more. Like, maybe 4,000 at least. Because that item, that mythic, has so much power, it's straight up... like, if you get your mythic, the game's probably gonna end soon. Especially if you're getting fed off of that mythic. And usually you get fed off of the mythic. Unfortunately, Annie died. But, yeah, shit can happen. So I'm trying just to cover mid a little bit. I was spam pinging a little bit because I know Warwick's in my jungle somehow, but I don't really want to commit just in case there's a ward, because Sion can actually teleport. But we do catch Warwick here, and he did. I'm gonna check for ward here and look for a gank, though it's not gonna happen because they didn't actually have a ward, unless it was this. Anyway, Silas gets caught. He dead. And that's about it for now. Let's just see on what's happening on bot side. Sion died on top, by the way. He tried to fight Jax. He tried, but as you can see, my Jax is currently 302. Yeah. And I'm 502 with a shield bow ready. There's not a single ready, like, there's not a single finished item at this point. But 9. Like, I'm real strong right now. This Sion's getting... like, why? Why would you do that? And obviously, I'm covering for Jax, because I know Jax flat out loses to Sion in lane. Even though he's fed, he would have died there. And he has a 550 gold shutdown. You don't want to give that to a Sion. Why, you may ask? Like, he's 05, dude. Why would you not want to give some gold to Sion? Well, for starters, it's gold, you don't want to give gold to your enemy. Also, he's a fat-ass tank. You don't want to be giving gold to tanks this season for a simple reason. The items for tanks right now are stupid strong. Like, if you get Frostfire Gauntlet, I mean, you're gonna have to wait for next game, but yeah, you'll see what I mean. So, Warwick's doing Drake. We know. There's no ward, but we know. So I just go for it. And I don't actually remember if I finished Drake or if I try to fight. I don't think I finished Drake though. And Warwick's gonna die here maybe. Or at least force the flash. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So I'm 6-0 at this point. Jax is 5-0. This game's pretty much done. Like, this is how you end games early with Udyr. Just, if you got a Jax on top lane, feed him. Feed him like fucking crazy. I'm trying to tower dive here. I don't know if it's gonna... like, I don't remember. I think he dead though. I don't really know. Nope, I didn't actually commit. Anyway, Sion gets here. Luckily we didn't fully commit to it. Like, diving 2 towers for Silas just to die to Sion is pretty bad. We do get the tower though, which is like, getting mid tower early is great. Like, it opens up so much map pressure. Like, you're putting so much pressure right now as a jungler just by doing that. Not to mention, you just got rid of Herald, so Herald's not gonna be on the map for a little bit. They don't really have any way of coming back from this. Sion's really trying. I noticed Sion there. I'm trying to collapse. It's not gonna happen, unfortunately. Because I noticed him a little bit too late. I was kind of focused on killing the Gromp. We do fight here. I'm going for Jhin straight up. I don't think he dead though, because he flashes and heals. Actually, never mind. He does die. And this is a clean fight, pretty much. Well, unfortunately Annie died, but still. This is just a 1 for 4. And yeah, this is pretty much what happens next. Like, more map pressure. Why would you not? Just killed 4 people. Might as well just get a tower or 2. We kinda go for Warwick here, which was a bad idea. We kinda committed for no reason. And I died for it. I gave a shutdown, a fat one, unfortunately. And yeah, pretty much everybody that was there dies. Actually, I think Jax can actually clean up here, though he has no mana. Yeah, he's so fast he can pretty much clean up here. I'm just gonna go back. So Jax does give a really fat shutdown, though it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, there's no coming back when Jax 9-1, and there's a 7-1 Udyr that barely just died. Barely. And he has no tank items. By the way, I was talking about shield bow. This is what shield bow does. So it's giving you 50 AD, 50% attack speed, 20% crit chance, 12% rise steal. So that's a 12% life steal, excuse me. And also lifeline. So you get a fat shield, which is 300. Also it scales with levels, I think. And you also get 15% lifesteal for 8 seconds. Not to mention the mythic passive, which gives you 5 AD and 50 HP on all your legendary items, which I think legendary items are your completed items, which is everything besides the mythic. So we're gonna be setting up for Drake, I think. Like, I'm just clearing vision, doing shit just to make their retreat and their advance a little bit annoying. You're gonna be seeing a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie here in a sec. Like, they're gonna follow me everywhere I go. Unfortunately for them, Jax is there, and I'm gonna collapse on somebody. I just don't remember. No, actually I'm gonna die, I think. But I do kill Silas. Yeah, I'm gonna die because I didn't expect everyone to come back at me. I did kill Silas though. So that's a 1-for-1. Actually, it's a 1-for-2. Never mind, they all gonna die. Yeah, this is what happens when you feed Jax, by the way. So as a jungler, I pretty much did my job. And Jhin just died to Thresh. And Annie. And that's a free Drake, pretty much. Like, it's a 1-for-4, and we get Drake. So that's 2 Drakes in the bag. I don't think we go for any more. Maybe 1. No, actually we don't. So Shelly over here is about to expire. Baron is up in like 40 seconds right now. I mean, I'm just rushing over there. It's crazy. And I just want to get this as fast as possible. Even though my team is not with me, as in helping me get it, they're just kinda holding them back a little bit. I get it, Baron straight up spawns. So that was like, what? Like 2 more seconds, Shelly would have disappeared. Shelly the Herald, baby. Yeah, they kinda overcommitted for this. I'm gonna just Herald, and I don't remember. I think I just tower dived, which ended up being a really bad move. Poor decision by me. Yeah, this is what you don't want to do. Like, if your team's being pushed back, don't fucking flash the tower dive. That was probably the worst decision I've made this entire game. I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, the game's over. They just prolonging it for no reason. Like, if you can get fed
Been destroyed.
enough, this is what happens. No towers down on my team at all. Like, towers are barely even touched. See? Also, they are kinda overcommitted here. And I think they're gonna end up dying for it. Just because Leona's real damn tanky. Well, never mind. Never mind. I forgot Jax is really fucking fed. I do think they should back off though. Like, Jax is half HP almost and no mana. Yeah, so my team does end up kinda backing off a little bit. There's a lot of pressure on the map right now. I'm just kinda counter jungling at this point. There's no real reason for me to do pretty much anything right now. I'm just farming, chilling a little bit. Also, I got this. This is a really strong item, by the way. So this applies a slow effect for 1 second on your dot, by the way. So the first time you dot someone with your tiger stance, this is gonna slow somebody. Yeah. So even if you don't stun, they try to fight here. I don't really know why. Like, they tried to fight at Baron for some reason. Maybe they thought they would do Baron, they would win the game. I mean, they do end up kinda killing Jax, even though they die for it. Like, they're gonna die for it. Like, there's no way they live, right? Because, yeah, I just straight up start Baron, like, come on. Like, if you're gonna hand it to me like that, I'm just gonna start it, I'm gonna finish it, and I'm gonna run with it. Even though this takes a while, because the new items don't really... like, they don't really help you jungle that much. We don't have... let me just read this. Actually, never mind, I'm lying. Wait. No, I'm not. So this was your jungler item, right? Your jungler item doesn't really help you jungle all that much. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I mean, it does help you in the sense that when you kill a camp, you get a lot of HP back. But it doesn't help you when it comes to damaging the camp all that much. So, in terms of jungling, the item is much weaker. But considering the jungle rework, it helps you stay healthier in the jungler, which kinda enables a lot of new junglers, in my opinion. Like, a lot of new junglers, even Alistar. Like, I think Alistar can be a pretty good jungler right now. By the way, they're doing Drake, they're fighting at Drake. I'm just straight up in their base, I don't even care, opening their gates right now. As Trick to G would say. They must have forgot, I guess. Jax just straight up pentas here. Like, he's fat as fuck. You don't mess with a 23 kill Jax, like, come on. And I just straight up end the game, I don't even care at this point. I'm gonna stop this here. Well, I mean, I'll stop this here. So, what to learn in this game? From this game, actually, I should be saying. If you're fed as fuck, don't throw away your lead. This is what you wanna be learning from this game. On to the next game. And we are here with the second game. Also, I'm playing Volibear this time. Because there's no Silas. Also, they have a Graves. And this is what goes bad. So, I started Q, right? Like, in this position, you would start with a stun, right? My team would probably collapse, and we would probably kinda win. Unfortunately, this happens. Vayne gets really low. Thresh kinda overcommits. He gonna die. Garen's real low, I'm real low. We are all falling behind here. They're coming in my jungle. I'm gonna lose blue buff. I'm gonna have to recall. So this is what you do in this situation. I'm gonna recall here, because they can't actually force. Like, if they force here, the first person who comes and hits me or just draws tower aggro is gonna die. Like, straight up. I got a stun. I'm gonna basic attack reset with a stun. He gonna die under tower. Like, at least they backed off. They noticed that. I, for some reason, passed towards blue buff, and then I noticed. Yeah, they're there. Like, I might as well just go straight to my red buff if they're committing for that blue. Like, normally you would want to maybe grab his blue buff, but considering there's a Zed, also Teemo, which is about to level up soon, and I'm really far behind, I don't actually have my W to fast clear the blue. I'm just gonna go for the safe option and stick to my red buff. So, I got my E, which is the shield, and I'm gonna go for chickens, because Volibear clears chickens like pretty... It's a pretty decent clear, I'm not gonna lie. His passive helps quite a lot. Even though Volibear passive does not apply the... what's this? The burn effect from Hailblade, or the other one. Like, the burn effect from your jungler item is not applied by Volibear's passive, which is something they should probably be looking into. So yeah. This says damaging jungle monsters burns them, right? So, does my passive on Volibear not count as damaging? Because this does damage. This say 12 plus 10 up to 59 plus 40% AP magic damage. And this does not apply the burn effect. So what you wanna be doing, I'm gonna go back a little bit, just to show you guys what you wanna be doing with Volibear to fast clear chickens. Just in case you guys don't know. So what I did was, okay, let's speed it up. So I'm gonna immediately shield here for the extra damage and shield. I'm gonna hit the big one. Now that the passive's kicking in, I'm gonna switch through every single one of them just to AA once. That's gonna help a lot with your clear speed in this case. Now let me just speed it up. I'm doing the same thing for wolves as well. You wanna be doing the same thing for every single AoE camp. I'm ignoring Gromp here just because Scuttler's up. So I'm gonna be creating the crab first. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I think I'm going for a gank, maybe counter gank. Actually, that's gonna be a gank. That's gonna be Zed down. And yeah, I'm just here because I saw this guy. I think I'm gonna die for it. Yeah, my shields, like Volibear's shield takes way too long to drop. I'm not gonna lie, they need to fix that shit. Like, maybe speed it up a little bit. That's a hell of a delay. Like, I know it does a lot of damage, but still, like, make it a little bit faster. Like, this is pretty much the only thing Volibear has that is bad in his kit. His kit is all fast, except his W, which is slow as fuck. It doesn't help at all. So the only way you can hit your W most of the time is if you stun, or if they fight you. And if they fight you, they can't back off in time. And yeah, the range on it is decent. but the actual ability range, like the area in which it hits, is really small, which makes it really hard, really easy to dodge most of the time. Like you see, this is a pretty small circle. That's like Amumu's W thingy or whatever. The crying thing Amumu has. So yeah. Anyway, I fell behind, right? I don't see it anymore. Like, when you fall behind, just make sure you make the right decisions. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say right now. Like, make the right decisions. If your decisions are bad and you're behind, you're gonna die. You're gonna lose the game. And here's why. Well, for starters, Volibear, right? You can build him in a couple of ways. And the most common would be probably full AD, right? Because, like, come on, it's Volibear. Full AD Volley is a monster, right? Well, I'm a little bit behind. And I'm gonna be behind the whole game just because, like, well, probably not the whole game, but I'm gonna be behind a little bit. Because Volibear's clear speed is not as fast as Graves. Also, Teemo's 4-1. Like, come on. If you go full AD against a Teemo as a Volibear, you're gonna die. Also, there's a Zed. So... and there's CC from Nautilus and Varus. So if you take all this into consideration as a Volibear, or as a jungler that's pretty much gotta run up to his targets most of the time. Well, sure, you got your ult, but without your ult, you're gonna pretty much have to run at your targets. Let me just speed it up a little. So, what you wanna be doing is not go damage. Like, if you're gonna go AD, even if you go Dance, for example, like in this situation especially, if they have a Teemo and you go Dance, you're just gonna die. Like, you're just the bleed's gonna be too much. Like, Teemo's gonna be going for a Nashor first, which is a hell of a strong item right now. That's 100 AP and attack speed on Nashors. Real strong right now. Not to mention, he's gonna be going Demonic Embrace. So we both flash for Teemo here, which probably was a bad decision, but considering we got a kill and a shutdown for me, that's gonna be hella worth it. Zed's trying to collapse. I'm gonna die to Zed in a moment, because I didn't notice. Yeah, I think he's gonna die. Yeah, he's gonna die to Annie, actually. Maybe. No, never mind. So, yeah, I'm real low HP right now. I'm trying to avoid Zed just shadowing back to me. And Zed's pretty much gonna get a double. Because he's gonna go back for me. Because I'm real low and he had vision. Here. I didn't know he has vision here. I'm not gonna lie. I thought he has vision here. So I didn't stay here. I don't know he has a ward here. Which ended up in me dying. That was bad. That puts me behind again. And I'm talking like this because I'm behind in terms of CS right now. Also levels, because I'm a level behind on Graves. And Zed's level 8 right now, not to mention Teemo's level 7. So yeah, I'm only level 5. I'm really behind, even though it might not seem so, I'm really behind right now. In terms of gold, EXP as well. So this is what you do when you're behind. And this is where you want to be paying attention. Like, you're just gonna be clearing your jungle, usual jungle stuff. Usual jungler stuff. Trash is just helping me a little bit. And this is what you do. Like, I just straight up go for Varus here. Straight up. Like, I'm gonna try and help Vayne out. He gonna die though. We fall behind again, by the way. You wanna be paying attention to this game. Like, just pay attention to this game. Just look how behind we are right now. Garen's 1-5. I died twice. Vayne just died for no reason. Because we kinda overcommitted. And Zed was roaming a lot this game. This is what happens. I'm a Volibear. Like, I'm gonna kill at least 2 people. And we're no longer behind suddenly. We are getting closer to actually being able to deal with this game. Why you may ask? Well, for starters, first mythic item is on me. This is a really strong item. Like, people might not know, but the mythics are like a huge power spike right now. I've tried starting with a non-mythic item. By the way, Annie is probably doing a smart thing, which is starting Zhonya's against Zed, because he's fed as well. And yeah, suddenly Zed doesn't have all that much of an advantage over Annie. But this, I mean, this is a Sunfire Cape and a Iceboar Gauntlet combined, which also gives magic resist, and yeah, it increases your size, which helps with tanking. Also, it gives a lot of HP. So this not only increases your hitbox, which is gonna help block a lot of abilities from your team, but it also gives you more HP. Also, we end up doing this. Yeah, we suddenly no longer behind. I think I'm gonna kill them both here. I don't actually remember. I think I'm gonna kill them both. Yeah, so you don't want to be messing with a Zed unless you know what you're doing. I didn't actually kill them both, but I'm getting stronger and stronger with every single fight I'm getting something from, is what I'm trying to say. Also, Annie just got a kill, so she... I was looking if there was a shutdown on Zed. Unfortunately, no shutdown on Zed. But Zed's real strong right now. Like, he's got an Eclipse. So does Graves. And this is Nashor's, by the way. So this is 100 ability power. Also 50% attack speed. And attacks apply 52 magic damage on hit. Which scales off of AP, I think. I'm not really sure because they don't actually say that it scales. But I think it does scale off of AP. Still. Anyway, we try to help Garen a little bit. I just straight up go for it because... yeah, Garen's gonna die because he's bad a little bit. Like, he just goes for something that he's gonna end up dying for. And I end up kinda committing. And I'm gonna die for it. Anyway, you might be wondering, why not full AD? Yeah, that's why. I'm a full tank right now. I'm still dying, by the way. Like, I'm behind. If you're behind, you don't want to be going full AD. And on a champion like Volibear, full tank, best choice. I'm gonna be going for... what's it called? I think it's Force of Nature next. Just because I need a lot of MR right now. And Force of Nature is probably the best item for getting MR right now. Like, that's probably one of the best items in the game. Like, it gives you a lot of movement speed. Also, it gives you a lot of magic resist. I think for each unique champion, or for each unique attack that hits you. I don't actually remember, I'm gonna have to read this in a little bit. So, Teemo's in the river. Right? I don't know. I didn't notice he was in the river because they don't have vision. But Graves is here, I see it, I try to counter. I'm gonna go for it. I think Graves dies here, yup, he does. Nope, yeah, actually never mind, he did die. Teemo just shows up mid, Like, you're just gonna be making a lot of good decisions. Like, if you don't make good decisions while behind, you're gonna straight up lose the game. And I think Garen, yeah, Garen just noticed he might be in the bush. And I tried to go for it. Unfortunately, I kinda moved past the bush a little bit. Yeah, I could have collapsed on it. But nope. We ended up missing a kill. Anyway, here starts a little bit of a dragon dance. Teemo just straight up dies. And he did end up flashing for it. I think what item Annie should have bought was Rocket Belt. Because just as Proto Belt, it still has the same passive. By the way, Graves just stole my dragon. I didn't know he has a ward here. I forgot to actually, like, the shop's really confusing, so I kind of forgot about Oracle Lens. Okay? I forgot. And I know I forgot. I even said it, but I still forget about it for a little bit. Yeah, this is what I typed, like... I was typing in chat, like, they had a ward on Drake, I didn't know. I forgot Oracle Lens. Also, I had no pink wards. Or control wards, actually, I should be calling them. They haven't been called pink wards in... I don't even remember how long. Anyway, all of a sudden I'm ahead of Graves. And I'm on par with Zed's level. Like, I'm level 10, Zed's 10 as well. So I'm just trying to counter Teemo at this point. Like, if you can counter the biggest threat, which is Teemo right now, like, he's doing the most damage on the team right now. So if you counter the strongest opponent, you're gonna be dealing with the small fries after, right? Like, if you can kill the biggest threat, small fries won't be able to kill you. This is Force of Nature, by the way, so it's giving you 350 HP, 60 MR and 5% movement speed. Also, it has a passive, which says taking damage from abilities grants you 6 movement speed and 4 magic resist for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. Each unique ability instance can give 1 stack. So this is a really strong item. Considering Zed kind of spams abilities, I mean, yeah, Zed is gonna spam a little bit of abilities. Also, there's also Varus. Yeah, like in teamfights you're gonna be stacking that up. Like, I'm fast right now. I'm also big because of the increase in size, so I'm gonna be tanking a little bit better. Like, I wanna just get hit at this point. It doesn't matter what hits me. I just wanna get hit, just to increase the magic resist. Let me go back a little bit. Like, just watch how much distance I cover. And the reason for this is I flash. I don't remember if I ult, but if you flash and have, what's it called, Nimbus Cloak, you're gonna cover a lot of distance. Also with Volibear's ult, yeah. Not to mention the extra movement speed from Force of Nature and your Q. So this is what happens. I think Annie stuns, or Thresh goes for it, I don't remember. Yeah, I just go for it. Like, the second Thresh grabs, yeah, that's a flash into... That's a flash with Nimbus Cloak into your Q speed. Which ended up in a Varus dying straight up. I mean, Nautilus, excuse me. I kinda wanted to tower dive there. I don't... Like, I don't know why. I wanted to tower dive a little bit. Fortunately, I didn't actually commit because my ult's down. I think that's why I backed off, because I kinda noticed my ult's on a cooldown still. So they do this. I'm trying to tell people just back off, back the fuck off. Like tower's gonna die, just back off. Yeah, Zed kinda overcommits. He's gonna die for it, straight up. They do manage a hit on our second turret. I don't remember. Yeah, Themo flashed. And yeah. We going back to jungling, baby. Graves tried something. He's gonna die for it, straight up. Like, he straight up died for it. I was like, what the fuck you doing here, boy? Yeah, remember what I said about good decisions? That was a poor decision by Graves. If you're noticing a Volibear, which is full tank, also ahead in levels, trying to get red buff, you don't want to be going for him in a 1v1 situation with a lethality item. Even though it has 4% armor penetration, maybe, I think. Nope, not yet. He has 18 lethality and 8% max HP physical damage. This does not help at all against full tanks. Like, you're gonna be doing almost no damage to me with this item. So I straight up countered everybody with this build. Like, maybe Teemo could have maybe done something. Unfortunately, their Varus is really behind, so he can't really do much this game. He's just gonna die all the time. Unfortunately, Annie kinda died. I noticed Teemo's there, so I try to collapse. He kinda dies before. And yeah, this happens to Zed. I don't know why Zed's trying to overcommit like that. Varus also dies, and I think Nautilus dies as well. Yeah. All of a sudden, the game's in my hands. I was waiting for my ult here. I was like, if he was gonna go up or over here, he was gonna die. Like maybe up, and I would have ulted straight up. He would have died. Anyway, he died anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm just taking you through my thought process, I guess. Like, I was gonna ult. I had 3 seconds on my ult by the time I reached there. I was gonna ult over the wall and cut him off, or just straight up kill him. He ended up making the better decision, which was not feeding the bear more. Like, I'm fed as fuck right now, even though I was really behind starting level 1. All of a sudden, Teemo's level 14, by the way. All of a sudden, I'm still 1 level up on Graves. And I'm still like neck and neck with Zed in terms of levels. But all of a sudden, I'm sitting on 10 kills, 12 assists, and 5 deaths. Even though I was really behind. And I'm still behind in farm a little bit. Like, normally I would farm like crazy, but this is one of those games where you just, like, if you can't farm like crazy as a tank, which is probably something you can't be doing as a tank, by the way, unless your base damage is real high, like Phoenix Udyr. Like, he's probably the best example for a strong tank that can farm fast. Probably the one and only, aside from Amumu. Yeah, I think Volibear in Phoenix stance and Amumu are probably the only tanks that can actually farm fast early game. Everybody else is kinda slow. Well, except for Volibear, he's kinda in the middle. If you start W on Volibear and get a decent leash, you're gonna be farming real fast early. I try to go for it, I kinda overcommitted. So I was like, fuck off, just die. Nautilus tried something, I just did some damage and backed off. Just apply a little bit more pressure. And yeah, I think Nautilus dies here. Yup. So, I'm gonna be saying it again, and I can't stress this enough. What you wanna be doing in a situation where you're falling behind early is just don't make bad decisions at all. Like, you don't wanna be making bad decisions. I made a couple of bad decisions, which right now I've noticed. Like, I've died a couple of times when I should have just backed off. I'm just damage testing at this point. My team was like, back off dude, what the fuck? What are you doing? I'm like, meh, who cares? I'm a tank anyway. And I end up dying because I was cocky. Like, imagine I didn't tank these extra like 4 tower shots. I would have lived through the poison. Yeah, that was another bad decision, by the way. This is another bad decision. So he's trying to apply pressure, I guess? But he's like 5'11" and not really tanky at this point. Like, he's so behind. As a top laner, you don't want to be doing this. Like, he just enabled Baron right now for them. Because I'm dead, top laner's dead, so what's gonna do? Like, what's Annie and Thresh and Vayne gonna do about it? Like, they obviously cannot stop it. I mean, Annie tried something. It actually backfired on her a little bit, and she almost died for it. She had to immediately flash. I noticed Drake's about to get up. Like, now. I was like, I'm going, like, just wait for me. And we are missing a Garen. Nautilus is gonna die though, so that's gonna... like, that's gonna help a lot. I'm trying to go for something. I kinda missed my ult. Unfortunately, I think I end up dying here, but Drake's... oh, no, I actually get out. I actually got out. And my team actually got Drake, which is great, by the way. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna steal the... what's it called? Golems? Small golems. Just because it gives me a lot of extra HP. Which is gonna help me in pushing this lane a little bit. So I can stay and not immediately die if they collapse on me. Also, I can just straight up tank a couple of tower shots because I'm fat as fuck. Yeah, I'm kinda cocky this game right now because I know I'm winning. Like, if I fall behind and I'm suddenly overfed, yeah, I just get cocky. I don't know, man. Like, when I know I'm winning, I get cocky, hella cocky. And sometimes that's bad. Like, getting cocky is not good in a game where a single team fight can turn the entire game around. Like, a single team fight here, if we lose it, we gonna lose the game. Like, straight up. But that's not gonna happen though. Like, at this point, Vayne's fed. So not only do we have a fed tank, a fed Vayne, we also have a fed Annie. Thresh is tanky at this point. Zed's gonna probably die here. Actually, I go for Varus, never mind. Like, I'm going for the sure kill. I think I'm gonna be able to get away. Actually, I think Nautilus dies as well. Yeah. So, yeah, just don't make a lot of bad decisions. This is what you want to be doing. So, you might be saying, but dude, is this a normal game? Nah, man, this is ranked flex. And I'm currently bronze in ranked flex, by the way. Even though my normal rank is like diamond. I haven't played ranked flex. But this is a full-on 5v5 pre-made team. Like, these teams are both pre-made. I wasn't really on Discord or voice chat or anything. I was just typing in chat, chilling and such. Spamming pings and such. And it's not like I played with these people every day. Well, I mean, sure, I play with Thresh and Annie. Like, Annie's my wife. But yeah. Thing is, I fell behind, and you don't want to be falling behind in solo queue, let alone in a 5v5 pre-made. Like, oh my god, that's really bad. Also, by the way, I don't know, like, this Mike Tyson guy and Proro Severus, I don't know these people, so I don't actually know how they play. So I'm basically playing as this would be solo queue. But yeah, this is what you wanna be learning from this game. Don't make bad decisions, like, especially if you fall behind. Just don't make bad decisions. One bad decision can end your game. Luckily for us, they don't actually have a hyper carry. Like, imagine if they had a Carolina. An 11 kill Carolina would have probably ended this game. Like, straight up. Straight up. Carolina with the current items is just busted. Just hella busted. Yeah, they just kind of threw the game, I guess. I'm kind of going for it. I maybe shouldn't have. Yeah, I immediately flashed and I regretted my decision. But with the amount of pressure I have on them, like, they're unable to do anything. Even Zed, like, he ults somebody, I'm just gonna straight up ult him or stun him immediately. So his damage is gonna go down significantly. Because Zed's all about burst, right? Like, if Zed can't do burst, so if Zed can't burst his target down, he's pretty much useless. Anyway, if you guys would like to see more of these replay analysis videos, just let me know in the comment section. Also, I'm thinking of creating a Discord channel. If you guys want to join, just let me know in the comment section as well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. This was pretty long actually. Anyway, if you guys enjoy my content, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. That being said, let's cue the outro.